All right. Hello. Hello. Oh Lord, thank y'all. Thank y'all for popping in. Trying to adjust my camera. Okay. So thank y'all for coming in and everything. Hi. Oh, yeah, one fell off the trash can. I guess he didn't want to sit on the trash can. Thank you. I love my hair. I absolutely love it. Thank you. So I decided to do this video today. Yes, I do. I decided to do this video today and talk about um over the last past weekend, Damon's father passed away. I know some of y'all probably don't care, and I understand, but Damon was really close to his father, and good morning. Thank you. His father, I will tell you my stories about his father. I remember we had moved away to Houston, and I wound up getting sick. I had a miscarriage. I had lost twins by Damon earlier that year, and then towards the end of that year, I had got pregnant again, lost that baby as well, and so I wound up getting sick, very sick, and they couldn't stop me from bleeding. They gave me hormone therapy, all kind of stuff, and so I was like, well, let's go back to Dallas. And so at first we he took a job being over the road, so we did that, and then we would only come home on the weekend. And his daddy was so sweet because we was at his mama house. And so then I was ready to get off the road, and I was ready to do something else, and I was ready to be settled again. And this is right before I came out. And so we were staying with Damon's mother at the time, and his mother and father at the time. And some things wound up happening because, at one point I wasn't very close to his family. And so his dad came to us, and his dad was like, when you trying to move? And he was like, I should have never brought my wife here, blah, blah, blah. It's a long story. And he said, but dad, this is what we need to move into this house. And so I wasn't even going to apply for the house at first because the lady said she already had a contract on it. And so I had wound up going to this other metaphysical store, and the lady told me to still apply for the house, that the other lady stuff was not going to go through. It fucking happened. Like literally, she called me like that because I put the application in Thursday. She called me like that Friday and said they had somebody else. So I did the work that the lady at the metaphysical store. This is before I really started getting into my own, long time ago. And but they wound up calling me about the house. I got the house that Monday. And but we had to have the money Wednesday. And I was like, damn. So he literally went to his little old stash or whatever he had, and he gave my husband the money for us to get that house. And There have been other times that his dad has been very supportive when the other family wasn't so supportive of me or our relationship. The dad always was. And so I just don't have anything negative to say about his father. So I just want to, he was a good man. This is a prime example of when you're younger, ultimately, you can make some bad mistakes. And his father was not an exception to that rule. But uh, people change and people try to be better. And so I didn't know him as a person who was not, but I did know him as a person that was. And he would always call me baby girl, even to the end. So, oh, you remember that story? Yeah. So his dad was always really wonderful to me. He was always very kind to me. Um, he was always very cordial and just super, super sweet, super nice. He loved how much you love his son. Yeah. And that was my husband's best friend, was his dad. And so this is a hit for him. Definitely. It's really a hit for both of us. But um he had been sick for a minute. He had been sick for a minute. Yeah. So I share everything else to you, to you guys. And so I wanted to bring that on why I probably kind of slowed on social media and not doing so much because I want to make sure that Damon and his family have what they need. You know, I can say I know how it is to lose a parent. I've lost both my parents, and I think the most um, horrific thing is not to have that, especially during this time of the year. So I don't know how Damon is feeling per se, but I know how he's feeling per se, because Damon is a Capricorn. And so sometimes he's not very open with his feelings. Sure, you can send stuff to the store. I appreciate that. There's nothing that we need per se. I mean, his arrangements have been taken care of and all that's said and done, and they have everything they need and all that. He did not want a traditional funeral. He just wanted a viewing and to be cremated. So I don't think I can. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like funerals. And the reason why I don't is for people hooping and hollering and all of that. My energy just could not take that. I could barely take a viewing or a wake. In a wake, I need to be close to the door that I could leave. Not because I'm scared or anything. It's just all of that heavy, dark, um, fake, malicious, guilty energy. I can't. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, y'all just saying all good stuff. All right. So the energy is just going, and then if it's like in a church or it's even worse. And then and then the pastors ain't even talking about so much as um so much as the person. Because 9 times out of 10, if the person didn't go to church, it's just anybody up there speaking. And he trying to get members for his church. Girl, I went to a funeral one time and he talked about her a little bit to my she could play some spades. And for the rest of the time, he gave I guess, a sermon, and he was trying to get people to join the church. Or is that what they doing for? I don't know, because I don't. Have you tried them? Well, obviously he did, but he did, so he ain't no more. So I guess that ain't work. Okay, so I have a dry sense of humor, and it really comes out in times like this. Okay. So I'm not insensitive. It's just the way I'm a tyrant. That's the way we deal with shit. We laugh rather than cry. But I'm just saying, like, they just, have you tried Jesus? Have you tried the Lord? I'm just like, why are you saying it over her body? She was a crackhead for like 25 years. She did not try Jesus. Okay. If she did, this is a prime example of why I don't want to try Jesus. Cause look at that. So I know it sounds bad. I know. Okay, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I am. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry, y'all. I am. Okay. That was inappropriate. I do apologize. It's a typical Taurus. What that mean? No, it's just that I am not. I'm just not that I'm not an emotional type because a bitch will go out, but it's just I be looking at everything and like everybody don't look at everything. Some people just look at oh they dead da da da. And I be like, girl, if she was alive, she would never be in this chapel. Like she might suck a dick in the parking lot in the chapel, but she ain't coming in this motherfucker for what y'all think she coming in here for. But that's wrong. But in my mind, that's another reason why I don't go to funerals because I am going to sit there and judge. They fucking judge me. I am going to sit there and judge like a motherfucker. Like I ain't gonna lie. So okay, so I see there I go with story time, but I'm gonna tell y'all. So one of my homegirls' father had passed away. Her daddy tried to like feel on me when I was like 17. So like, oh, you growing into a woman, nasty bastard. And so I ain't friends with her no more, so I'm gonna tell her business. And so look, I said it with a serious face. She don't fuck me because she said I'm a witch. And she just can't do that. Because she don't wanna she don't want to go to hell. My sister and I get the giggles under any pressure. Okay. It's not that I don't care. It's just, I have this kind of like bucket feeling. But anyway, so her dad passed away, and rest in peace in hell or wherever he is. I don't know. And so everything was Deacon this. His name was Gary. So it was Deacon Gary and Gary this, and Gary was such a man of God. And, and I'm just like, and then he was like, Gary just wouldn't do this, and Gary, and everybody like, yes, that was my uncle, yes, that was my cousin, yes, that was my daddy, yes. And I'm sitting there like, y'all daddy was nasty because he asked to suck my toes when I was like 17. So I ain't no telling what the fuck Gary was sucking on and doing and everything else. And I don't think y'all. And so I went over there to help her clean up. Right? Why? This nigga had, and there's nothing wrong with this if this is your thing, but he had transsexual magazines everywhere, and they were chicks with dicks, and I was just like, wow, wow, wow. And I ain't gonna lie, some of that shit turned me on. Some of the houses was like fine, and they had a big old. I was like, would I fuck a tranny with it? Like, would I be open to that? It's like, because technically, got a dick, so it's kind of a man. So am I? Is this a thing for me? I'm like, would I fuck a transsexual woman? Maybe. Is this a thing for me? Because I'm not putting this motherfucker down, and I am just constantly scrolling. Is this something I might be pursuing? Then I be like, I am not gay. Like, really, man. I'm just like, I was intrigued. Okay, I was intrigued, and so while they in the funeral, saying all of this stuff about him, a giggle started deep down in my stomach about Gary, and it was just rolling and rolling. And then I just bust. Oh my God. Because I was thinking about what they had said, and it was like so deep in my stomach. I thought it was a fart, but it was not a fart because it rolled up. And as it rolled up, it must have activated something in my tickle box. 'Cause I literally was like, that's how I was laughing. And then, laughter is contagious. So now I have two or three people around me laughing, and then somebody like, what they laughing at? And so everybody kind of like on one side of the church started laughing. So that tells you about energy because I'm sitting in a funeral and I fucking was laughing. And then I had other people around me laughing. And then his aim was like, well, that's a witch. I did not say chickens with dicks. I said chicks with dicks. And some of them bitches was fine then a motherfucker. No holler that nigga. Boy. No holler that nigga. So that was a story that I wanted to share with you guys. I know you guys really appreciate my story time. So that was just me giving you some story time about death in a funeral. And yeah. Yeah. So I'm just not so quick to be about funerals and stuff like that. But his dad was a good guy. He was a good guy. He was a good guy to me. Everybody have to be redeemed from something. So um that's all I wanted to talk about real quickly. Is that Damon's father had passed away. Or has passed away. Yeah, I don't like sadness and stuff either. I don't function well with it. So but baby, Gary was a freak. He was a freak. He wanted to substance nigga looking at train magazine. I'm like, ooh. Oh, your mother-in-law, I'm sorry for your loss. You know what people say too that make my nerves bad? I'm sending some healing energy. What are you healing? The loss? You can't heal the loss of that. Just tell me you're sending me some peaceful energy. Peace, not healing. And see, I look at death differently too. I don't look at it as a loss. I look at it as this person lived their full capacity. They did everything they needed to do. They said everything they needed to say. And that's what I think. Anyway, I'm teaching a class on death next week or this week, the end of this week. I'm teaching a class on it. So yeah, I might do it Christmas Eve. So anyway, blessings to you all. Thank you for all the condolence messages to Damon. I appreciate it. And I love y'all. And I will talk to y'all later. Am I vibrant thing? Am I on the cusp of a Gemini? No, I'm born May 2nd. So I'm not on the cusp of anything. I'm all in the heart of a Taurus. And trust you me, I am a Taurus for real. The epitome of a Taurus. Well, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Blessings to you all.